lawsuits. So this will be something that will continue to be fought on several levels. But I do agree with Reverend Warnock that the best thing that people can do if they are concerned about American democracy is to not just defend it, not just talk about it, but participate in it every time you have a chance to, not just in presidential elections, not just in midterms, but if you have a chance to vote for a dog catcher in your community, show up, because that's what democracy needs, that kind of oxygen right now if it is going to survive.
Are we up for that, Eddie?
I pray that we are. There's an important addendum to that formulation, democracy. Best cure for the ills of democracy is more democracy. John Dewey would add that you can't just simply repeat the same machinery, though. Something has to fundamentally change if there's going to be some transformation. Look, we know the
like what? Like a total change in the model to go from like 40%. Like Orban is gone, not because they finally tweaked the message, but because 71% of the country participated.
Exactly. We have to change some of the underlying elements of how we function as a society, right? We're going to have to address those things that really gum up the way in which we do democracy in this country. And that takes us back to the beginnings in so many ways. But look, we know what's going to happen. We know that this is going to have this has serious implications for the Congressional Black Caucus. We know that this is going to have serious implications for majority Black state legislatures, districts. We know it's going to have an impact across the board for how Black folk are represented. So we need to understand this. Look, I'm trying to keep myself calm here, Nicole.
Why?
Because I'm really upset.
That's okay.
You get tired of people playing fast and loose with your dead. And it was triggered by Obama. You know how many dead people are in the bottom of rivers in Mississippi because they tried to vote? Mm-hmm. How many dead folk, right? Folk who have wounds because of this. And here we are in this moment in the country's history, and we have to deal with this again. You see what I mean? So you think about the glorious revolution, our glorious revolution that produced the Constitution. The courts restrained it, limited. Dred Scott. Doesn't extend to us. You think about the Civil War, left 600,000 plus dead. Get the Reconstruction Amendments. We finally look like we're going to try to become a democracy. What do we get? The courts. Slaughterhouse cases. Reduces it. Rolls it back. And now here we are. We've only been a democracy since 1965. Barely then. 15 years later, Reagan is elected, Mobile decision happens. Right? Roberts begins his career right there. And so here we are. It's exhausting. And so, yes, we have to get together. Yes, we have to mobilize. Yes, we have to organize. But these people play fast and loose with our dead. They play fast and loose with our sacrifices. They think they own freedom. They can give it to us and take it away whenever they want. And they think we're just supposed to sit here and take this, right? So first of all, I'm just going to express my rage at this decision. And then the second thing we need to do, of course, is to get about the hard work of trying to salvage this democracy as we've done since the moment we've been on these shores.
Where does the first part of it end and the second part begin?
The first part of it ends when we admit, honestly, that racism still occupies the throne of this country. There's nothing about our current days that should lead us to believe that we are in a post-racial world. There's nothing about our days. And then once we admit of our sins, then perhaps we open up a future for us to be otherwise. But the noble lie isn't noble at all. Racism still occupies the throne of this country. And that's clear to me.
Is it crazy that we're having this conversation in 2026, or is it predictable? Or is it both?
It's not crazy. This is who we are. We've been saying this oh my God, Nicole, we've been together for so long. We've been saying, this is who we are. It's just we don't tell ourselves the truth. We know it. We've had to endure it. We've had to survive it. We know it. We see it. We saw it. We live it. Even when we're in these high places. It's not crazy. It's a feature. It's not a bug.
I'm always glad when you're here. I'm really glad you're here today. No one's going anywhere. We have much more on this story. Today's Supreme Court ruling. When we come back, we're going to be joined, we're going to add to this group our friend, voting rights attorney and Democracy Docket founder, Mark Elias. Later in the hour for us, for the second night in a row, Jimmy Kimmel